everyone, welcome back to my channel. This is Amy with Amy Plans Things, and today I'm creating my bullet journal spread for the month of December in my Happy Planner. So I decided to use this cute grid paper that I got from the Happy Planner that has these stars around the outside. I thought that added a nice flair to the paper that I didn't have to design myself. And then for my cover page and for the whole design, I guess you could say, I decided to go with a holly theme because, as I mentioned in my last bullet journal spread, I am not a great artist. I can find something that I can doodle, and then I can learn how to doodle it and do it over and over again. So I opted for holly because it wasn't super intense. So here I'm just adding some weight to the cursive. I'll do that on most of the cursive parts on any of these pages. Instead of using a brush pen here, I like to do it with a normal pen just to make it exactly how I want it to look. And then I have a nice banner for December. When I'm done filling in this hello with the weighted letters, I will go ahead and grab the colored pencils to start coloring in the holly. I chose 2 colors of red and 2 colors of green to color it in with, so I'll do a light color over all of it and then kind of shade in with the darker shade a little bit to add a bit of depth to the holly pieces. When I finished the holly pieces, I decided that the banner needed to be filled in, and so I chose a light pink to fill in the December banner. I've been seeing pink more and more as an add-on to the Christmas colors that you would traditionally see, so I just decided to add that little pop of pink right at the very front, and it doesn't show up in any of the other pages. The next page is my one line a day, which I use to write down the best part of each day so I can have just an at a glance what happened over the month. So I'm going to do a similar thing where I draw in the holly and then give some weight to each of the letters on the cursive part, and I'll write 1 through 31 down the page so I have one line for each day, and then I'll go ahead and color it all in. The next page in my bullet journal section is 30 Days of Affirmation, and I use this page to focus each day on something that might be more of a struggle that day for me. So some of the ones that I've liked recently are things like, I am brimming with energy. I used that recently when I got 4.5 hours of sleep because my toddler, she's finally getting her last molars. And so I was a little tired that day, but, just thinking to myself, I'm full of energy, and then focusing on how I can get that energy, having extra water, going for a walk, things like that. And by writing down affirmations, I find that I'm able to find the way to make it happen. I focus on it more. Other affirmations I've used recently are ones like, my soul is tranquil, I am superior to negative thoughts, or I am healthy and I heal quickly. So those are some great ideas for how you can use affirmations if you haven't tried using them yet. Okay, the next page is my mood tracker for December, and this was a hard one to create. It took me a long time to sketch it out, to make all the little leaves fit in a circle. I used a cup upside down to draw the circle, and then tried to fit all the leaves in so that they looked somewhat like a wreath, and that was really hard to do. But I finally got it, and then started sketching this out, and I love how it turned out. But I use this to track my moods, and I chose 5 different moods to track this month. The moods are happy, okay, sad, anxious, and tired. So I thought that would kind of run most of the days of the month, and if there's something else that comes up, I can just add one at the bottom, but I think that'll cover it. So here I chose out the mild liner colors that I wanted to use for this mood tracker this month, and I chose some greens, turquoise, and blues. I didn't have enough green ones to just have all the leaves be green, and I thought the blues and turquoises were close enough to make it still look like a wreath with some leaves. And then I thought I was done, but then I realized I didn't color in the little holly leaves over on the side of the mood tracker over there that weren't part of the wreath. So I went ahead and colored those in before moving on to the next page. And the next page is my self-care bingo. This is the second month that I've done this as a bingo sheet, whereas in the past I've kind of written down self-care ideas. And I like the bingo sheet idea because I can aim for like filling out a whole vertical or horizontal or diagonal stretch of them, and that's kind of like a fun game to play with myself. So some of the self-care items that I added this month were finishing to read a book, having a spa night for myself, making a craft, dancing, going on a long walk, which I go for walks with my daughter, but usually with her, they're really slow going and they don't last as long because she's little. So doing a long walk for myself. Some of the other ones I have are treating myself and having a screen-free evening. So there were a lot of options to put in there, and I really like turning this into a game because then I'm more likely to try and complete it and see how many I can get done. Next up were my habit trackers, and this one was also pretty complicated to create, though not as much of a doozy as the wreath. It just had the habit tracker just had a lot of little teeny tiny parts that I had to do, but they were pretty easy to place. So I had 5 habits that I wanted to track this month, so I put them into this cute little grid and then added tiny little holly pieces to the corners, and I thought it was going to be really cute, and it did end up being really cute, but there were just a lot of them. So I did not end up filling in all of the holly pieces with the shading. I just felt like they were so small I didn't really want to deal with that, so I just used the base color on the red and the green. So the 5 habits that I decided to track this month are stretching, steps, which my goal is 7,000 steps a day, no sugar, praying, and meditating. So any day that I actually do those habits, I will go ahead and highlight that day in each of those boxes with one of the mile liners. Next up is a really simple page. It is just a journaling page, so it's sometime during the month I'll fill it out with some thoughts on how the month is going. And this could be about anything. It could be about what we've been doing. It could be about emotions. It could be about eating habits or exercise habits. It could be about what's going on in the world. It's wide open. So this is just a thoughts page. And I'm only having it be just the title and a couple of holly pieces. Okay, last but not least is my month in review page, which I make every month. And I use this to kind of track some of the things that we did that month, kind of like a currently page. But I track the favorite songs that we've been listening to, any favorite moments I've had, and a quote from my toddler because some of the things that she says is hilarious. So I used the same design as before with some holly. And then I also drew in some little play buttons that I could write the names of 2 songs that I was enjoying. Anyways, this is my completed December spread in my bullet journal for the month of December. I hope you like it. Please let me know below what you think. And don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button. Thanks for watching. See you all next time. Bye.